Hi folks, welcome back to GP Reactions. My name is Gail. This is my channel, and I rather like listening to music. It's been a few, it's been a little while since I've done any reactions, and yeah, it's just been a case of trying to do reactions when I've been able to. Fortunately, I feel a lot better now. I don't know what was going on in my stomach, but it's good to actually feel slightly normal and be having a day off as well. Helps. So yeah, just. Everybody that has subscribed, System Music to listen to, and just commented in general. Really, I just want to thank you all for being here, and really looking forward to kind of many more people joining my like little family on YouTube. It's just really cool. Um, so today I'm going to be reacting to something I actually know, and it's a track by Toyah. I haven't heard this one for a long time. It's I find as the years go on with music, when you pop the radio on and it's like greatest hits radio, um, as the years go on, there's less and less choice of the old artists to listen to. So perhaps this one probably crops up every now and again, but I've not really kind of heard it. And it's sort of like with groups like Duran Duran and stuff, there'll be songs that pop up, songs that you just don't hear anymore. So this one is Toyah. It's a Mystery. It was taken from an EP called Four from Toyah, and it also featured on the album Anthem, which came out in May 1981. This track indeed was released in February 1981, and it peaked at number 4 in the UK Top 40 in the March. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and more so because this will be the first time I've actually ever seen Toyah perform live. I think it's live, so I'm looking forward to that too. So in the band we have Toy Wilcox, Joe Bogan. Now whether these people are actually performing with her on stage, I don't know. These were the people involved with the production of this song. We have Joe Bogan on guitar, Phil Spalding bass, Nigel Glockler on drums, Adrian Lee on keyboards. A few of these have been with other bands. I think it might be Nigel Spalding that was with Saxon. So they play a lot of session stuff with other people and other bands. Mike and the Mechanics, I think Adrian Lee maybe. Yeah, looking forward to this. I'm not entirely sure it is. It's something called Rock Pop, which I think is a German program or a German festival. I'm not sure which one's which. So anyway, without further ado, this is Toyah live with It's a Mystery, and I'm so looking forward to this.
Somewhere in the distance, hidden from
I'm just going to say it right now. If this is live, this sounds remarkably good. The way that started, I was sort of questioning whether that was the studio, but it looks like they're actually playing the instruments. So maybe it is live. Let's just take that back a little bit. I'll have to see whether there's any wires plugged in.
in the distance, hidden from my view, suspended in the atmosphere, waiting to come through. Sometimes it's so far away, sometimes it's very near. A sound being carried by the wind, just loud enough to hear. I feel this power within me, bells ringing in my head. So often I have heard its cry, but forgotten what it said.
You can really like pick out the bass on this as well. Now I'm still not sure whether this is live or not, but it has like a great outdoorsy effect. I think it sounds so close to the what I remember to be the original audio that it maybe is like an outdoor version of Top of the Pops, maybe, but just the outfit, is fantastic. I mean, it kind of reminded me of a lot of them used to copy this back in the day. They had this sort of samurai kind of is it Japanese kind of like sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Not or ornamental. It's geez, what's the word I'm looking for? It's ceremonial kind of like look to it, and yeah, it's an amazing look. And also, I love that you're listening to this, and it sounds very sort of progressive and synthy, and but it has that kind of like punk new wave edge to it as well. And I completely forgot. I never appreciated it back then because, to be fair, it's when I was at school recounting this song and singing it was a bit of a joke. Um, but I definitely wasn't edgy with music back then. Not for a few years, to be fair. Um, I think the first song I ever bought, actually, to be fair to me, that I felt that was deemed to be cool when it came out was probably Ghost Town by the Specials, and that would have been a few months after this. But I was, novelty songs and basically crap. I'd listen to it all day long. Got great stage presence too.
It's a mystery. Oh, it's a mystery. I'm still searching for a clue. It's a mystery to me. I shot in the dark, the big question mark in history. Is it a mystery to you? It can treat you with a vengeance to rip you in the dark. Sirens in the distance.
And I love that those keyboards as well because it's very constant throughout the song. It does give that kind of air of the mystical. The bass though is really sort of standing out for me, and her image as well is just it's just incredible image that she had back in the day. And bands really stood out for not only the music they played, because without the music, the image would mean nothing. But they had the whole package back then.
Can't stay you from your path. It can lift you to the heavens. Put your troubles in the past. Whisper the Alexia, then vanish in a blast. It's a mystery. Oh, it's a mystery. I'm still searching for a clue. It's a mystery to me. A shot in the dark, the big question mark in history. Is it a mystery It's a mystery. Oh, it's a mystery. I'm still searching for a clue. Is it a mystery to me? A shot in the dark, the big question mark in history. Is it a mystery to me? It's a mystery. Oh, it's a mystery. I'm still searching for a clue. It's a mystery to me. A shot in the dark, the big question mark.
Yeah, do you know what? I think that was maybe kind of mimed. There's nothing seems to be plugged in, but it's good. It was good all the same to see a different setting to maybe Top of the Pops, and it sounded wonderful, and it had that extra kind of like feel to it as it was outside as well, which made it kind of sound live, even though it probably isn't. I'm still on the fence about that. I'm pretty sure it's not live, but if anybody knows any different, then please let me know. But yeah, it was great to see the band or these musicians, and I don't know them to recognise them by face, but I think they seem to be enjoying themselves anyway, regardless of whether they're actually really playing their instruments. Looked very good, and yeah, this is a really fantastic track from his day, and I love the lyrics actually. It's something about the lyrics that I've never sort of, because I've only ever learnt the hook when I was a kid, so you don't really kind of appreciate the lyrics on this. Um, well, I have to say a shout out to the drums as well on this, because the one thing that really kind of comes out with it outdoors, whether it's a mime performance or not, is you kind of really pick out the bass and the drums, and always been aware of that lovely kind of keyboard rhythm right the way through. But the drums and the bass really kind of stand out. It's a beautiful kind of like sandwich with her vocals, the drums, the bass, um, and then a little sprinkling of keyboard on top. It's very good balance of all the different elements in this band. So you know what? I'm gonna have a quick look at the lyrics. So first of all, let's see if there's any let's see if there's any comments on this first of all. So. Yeah, you know what? That somebody mentions her hair. I have no idea how she got her hair to do that. I think that was one of the things back in the day. People were just amazed by her hairstyle, all the layering and stuff. But you know, that was crazy how she did that with her hair. And such a fantastic color as well. Very distinct. I didn't know too many ginger people at school, just one. But to have your hair colored like that really had a punk element to it as well. So if we could look at the lyrics, where are we? Somewhere in the distance, hidden from view, suspended in the atmosphere, waiting to come through. It sounds very sort of sci-fi, but it sounds like something that you feel exists, but it's not quite in reach. And I think the second verse was the one that Toyah wrote. Sometimes it's so far away, sometimes it's very near, a sound being carried by the wind just loud enough to hear. So it's almost like we're searching for something, and we kind of it's just on the tip of our reach, if you like, and we are basically yeah, it feels very spiritual in its essence. I feel its power within me, bells ringing in my head. So often I've heard its cry but forgotten what it said. So that's kind of like yeah. I think if we were to go down the spiritual route, I'd say it's kind of like when you're kind of given signs, but you don't follow up on it, and you kind of forget the message of the things that you hear, which feel very profound at the time. But such as life is that we kind of get swallowed up in the mundane of life, and we sometimes lose the message. And every now and again, we'll try and reconnect with it, but we know it's sort of there. We know there's a different way of life, and it's a mystery. It's a mystery. I'm still searching for a clue. It's a mystery to me. It does sound like you're trying to find the meaning of life, maybe. A shot in the dark, the big question mark in history. Is it a mystery to you? That's taken us into something else, I think, there about, the mystery of history, um, maybe. And as we know these days, there's so many question marks about historical things that, people are saying, did it really happen like that? It can treat you with a vengeance, trip you in the dark. Sirens in the distance can steer you from the path. Yeah, again, I think this is like the noise of rhetoric, of people, of things, of the environment. It kind of often takes the purity of what's good in life, what's spiritual in life, and I don't want to sound like I'm some sort of like cult type, you know, spiritualist, but I do believe that there's a lot of noise these days that we forget about the very simple things in life that are good, and understanding what is bad. It's just become very kind of grey and murky, and I like that she's in this song. They're searching for something, and they know it's kind of there, so they're not going to give up, but they keep just losing it a little bit. It can lift you to the heavens, put your troubles in the past, whisper the elixir, then vanish in a blast. It's a mystery, I'm still searching for a clue. This was really, really good lyrics, actually. I've never really, like, thought about them at all. And I'm so glad I listened to this because I'm always in two minds whether to kind of revisit music, especially from, when I was a kid. And but this one I had a sort of think about it, and what I felt was that because I had kind of, well, as a collective at school, we kind of mocked this record. A lot of us were mimicking it. I don't think we kind of took her fully seriously because of her hair, because of her clothes, and not that I was serious anyway, but it was kind of a little bit on my fringe of acceptance. Back then, I was very much. I think my brother was into like Teddy Boy stuff. He liked the Stray Cats, the rockabilly kind of stuff, and I think there was one called Do the Hucklebuck. Then there was a Shaking Stevens. So it, there was and I enjoyed those records too, but I didn't really understand this new thing that was coming through from like '79, the new wave, and I didn't really, understand fully how cool it was. Um, only in sort of like last sort of, I suppose 20 years that I kind of realised that these songs actually, they're actually quite cool back then. Because at the time this felt like a sort of a one-off, and until she came out, I think she had the other one, I Want to Be Free. Um, so yeah, it's I stand corrected. I think this is a really good song, and I think the lyrics are great. I think the music is just absolutely amazing. I love that quiet start as well. It felt like a summer's morning. It did feel very spiritual, even though it was very upbeat and energetic. But it kind of felt like that early morning when you get up first thing on a very early summer, really nice summer's morning, and you're just kind of like thinking about life and everything. While you're drinking your coffee and that, looking out at the trees, listening to the pigeons and stuff. Um, you just kind of think about life, how great that moment is, and it does kind of it's quiet as well on those days, and you can sort of bring the world in slowly, but at a pace that's acceptable to you. And this kind of like sort of captures a little bit of that. I'd never really even thought of this as that kind of record until just now. So yeah, this was brilliant. Anyway, let me know what you think of it. Join me in the comments below. Let me know what you was doing actually, if you was around working or at school when this was out. Be always interesting to hear the stories around certain music, as it is the soundtrack of our lives. And yeah, so I'll leave that with you. And till next time, take care of yourselves and have a fabulous day.